Well, it's been so long. New vlog, new person, new job. I recently got a job, well, not recently, but back in December, I got a job at Liberty Elementary. I am teaching 5th grade now. I have some older footage that I haven't shared on the vlog lately, so I'm going to throw that on there. I've got a lot to tell you, so here we go.
I'm gonna do mine in my second.
Alright, watch out guys. Watch out guys. You gotta start at 0, Mark.
I didn't even see that.
There you go. Alright, ready?
It may not look straight, but who could?
You think you can go like what? This?
Oh look. No, we didn't do that. Did you go like this? Oh Lord, he messed this thing up.
You got messed up.
You gotta make
It's not messed up, it's re-engineered. Well, the lighting's not great in here, but we're gonna make it work. This vlog is gonna be very quick and short. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experiences so far as a beginning teacher in a new classroom straight out of college. The first couple weeks were pretty, I don't know, difficult, I would say. It was just because there were so many things going on. There were so many things that I had to learn on the fly. There were so many things that I had to prepare myself for mentally and structurally. One thing I will say is that classroom management is definitely, that's my puppy dog, definitely the most important part, hold on for a second, definitely the most important part of structuring your classroom. It is not just what are you going to do for behavior, it is how are you going to keep the students engaged the whole day. The less chance that they have to be disruptive, the less chances that they have to be misbehaving, the better. So it's not all about the kids not doing the right thing all the time, but sometimes it's how are you going to provide them with the structure that they need throughout the day to keep them occupied. How are we going to keep them engaged? How are we going to keep them learning as much as possible throughout every single chunk of the day? One thing I will say about my students is that they are awesome. They have done such a great job with me so far. They have responded to everything that I've implemented. We've come up with classroom goal setting. We've come up with individualized goal setting. So for classroom goal setting, I have a Kerplunk station. I'll have to show that in another video, but it's about 3.5 4 foot tall Kerplunk station, and so every time they do great as a group and it has to go like throughout the whole day, then we'll pull a stick. Right now we've pulled a couple extra sticks to try to get that prize and that incentive quicker than having to wait for every single little stick. After all the balls have fallen down the Kerplunk station, they get a class prize. They had 3 things that they voted on, and so this time, the last time that they won, or the first time that they won, they decided they wanted bring your own device day. So I have decided next week I'm going to work that into the schedule. I'm actually going to do it with a twist, so I'm actually going to make it somewhat educational and somewhat, you know, getting their brain engaged so that they're not just mindlessly on their devices. And then for an individual reward system, I give out tickets for good behavior, for doing the right thing, for staying on task, just random things throughout the day, and I just give them out. If I see someone doing good, here's a ticket. They put their name on the ticket, they put it in a Ziploc bag. Right now, if they earn, like, they're worth 5 points, so if they earn 25 points, then they can pick a mystery bag, they can choose to sit at the teacher's desk or sit wherever they want to for the whole day. They can turn it in for the whole class to get free seating during lunch, or they can say turn in, have 3 of their best friends or 3 people they want to sit with at a special table, like kind of separate from the whole class. So that's kind of my incentive for individual students. Like I said, my class is so awesome, and my school is very supportive, very awesome. I've learned tons so far already there. The whole vibe there is amazing, and that makes all the difference. So any BT out there that's going and starting a new school, as much as possible, see what you think about the vibe of the school. How are the administrators? How's the office staff? How are the people that interact with you in the hallways, other teachers, the janitors, everything. This school is really tight-knit, so it's really cool. We all really, I think, work well together, and so I'm really excited about that. I'd say the hardest part so far is planning for every single subject, because in student teaching I only taught essentially ELA and guided reading and then science. Well, and I did teach a little math, of course, but now I'm teaching all day. It's jam-packed. I've got PAW time, which is our remediation time in the first part of the day, math time, shared reading or ELA time, writing. We throw a little bit of writing in it in between there. We have recess, specials, lunch, come back for guided reading, and then science for the last 40 minutes. So I have all of that to plan for every single day. So that's been the toughest part so far. Not really planning the lessons, but planning the in-between things, the things that I want them to practice, the things that I want them to do in stations, the things that I want them to do when I'm leading a small group, or when I'm walking around to other small groups to help them out working out problems. I think that so far has been the most difficult thing. My favorite part so far is our staff and our principal is really cool about trying new things. So I've tried to implement a lot of technology as much as possible. We're not one-to-one laptops really, but we do use them and incorporate them a lot in the lessons. I've used Flipgrid, I've used Edpuzzle, we've used ReadWorks, Google Classroom, a lot of Google Doc information, stuff like that. We throw that out there a lot. Eventually, I think we're going to try to be one-to-one, and then maybe we can do Google Classroom as our main home base, so to speak, for the students. But that's one of my PDP goals, is appropriately planning for instruction, and also incorporating technology into the classroom for educational purposes, of course. But also to engage students, to teach them those skills that they're going to need when they go to college. So that's been my favorite part so far. And 2 of my most favorite things that I've done so far is an airplane STEM challenge, incorporated writing, math, science, line plots, engineering. So we covered all the bases, design, so that they really love that. And another thing that I've kind of incorporated in small groups, and kind of an incentive to get your work complete, and obviously doing good work, but when you have your work complete, I have a Lego station set up, because we're learning about fractions. 5th grade, North Carolina, we learn about fractions pretty much from January till almost the end of the year. So just getting them to kind of wrap their head around showing me a model of what a fraction looks like. So we're doing multiplication of fractions right now, so I'm having them to design a fraction on the Lego board, and I'll try to add some of those as well into the video right after this, right now. But anyway, so far that has been everything that's happened since December. A lot has happened since December. We missed a lot of days for snow, but now we're back on track. We've had 3 full weeks with no interruptions, and so we're full steam ahead, ready for spring breaks, our next big break. So we're trying to pack in as much learning as we can. We have 3 big units to cover in science before we get closer to the EOGs, and I'm just looking forward to continually working with this school and with this class. Like I said, they are awesome, and I can't stress that enough. I mean, we have our days, where we like to talk a lot, and that's cool, I don't mind, but I think that they're capable of so much, and I just only hope that I can continue to pull that out of them so that I can encourage them to try their hardest. So anyway, that's the end of this vlog. It's been a while. I'm going to try to update these weekly. So these will be geared toward beginning teachers and just my experience as a first year teacher, and my struggles, my triumphs, things that I want to improve. I hope this will be a reminder to me next year of what I need to improve on. Definitely need to improve my not structure, but I need to improve my organization. I'm all over the place. I have some students that are all over the place, and that's cool, so we're working it out together. But every day I can see one thing that I can change, one little thing. So those little tweaks make a difference. And my advice to a new teacher or a student teacher, take it one day at a time. Take one aspect of your day or your class and make it better. Make that your goal for not even the day, but make it your goal for that week. This is what I want to accomplish. I want to see improvement in this one little thing. I mean, it could be anything from grading papers to collecting papers to how you get them from the classroom to the lunchroom. If you can improve that one little thing, that's going to be a goal that's going to help you be productive. It's going to help you be more positive about yourself, because you're going to have a lot of self-doubt, especially in the first year. So you have to really take those tiny little victories and make those be your motivation, make those be your inspiration. Always ask questions to other teachers. Always ask questions. You can go through Twitter and ask questions. Don't hesitate to ask your lead teacher, your principal, the janitor. It doesn't matter. All of them have some kind of advice that can help you. All of them see other things that you don't always see. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't try to do it on your own. Work hard. You can do it. If I can do it at 38 years old, then I think anybody can do it. Just be as passionate as much as possible about the profession, and I think that you'll do great. So anyways, that's the end of the vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. As always, subscribe.